From rags to riches, Aquarius, I saw a hamper when I felt the energy behind your cards for this week. I also saw like a crown, like a really pretty jeweled crown. So there's a sense that you guys are maybe reusing, but I'm going to say bedazzling. Bedazzling your stuff, reusing old stuff, rehashing old stuff, remaking it into stuff that's new, prettier. Maybe this is, you guys are like taking old clothes and you're literally bedazzling it or resewing it, and you're into arts and crafts. You're a crafty person and that's literally what you're doing. Or this is just metaphorical for making the best out of what you have. Basically, making the best out of what you have, because we have the devil reversed. This is kind of like not letting a challenging situation get the best of you. That's why it's reversed. Almost like circumventing, completely dodging something that's a difficulty. Like, let's say, for example, you're poor. And you would nice clothes are really nice to you, because I'm going to stick with the example of bedazzling. And so you circumvent your poor, the bad part about being poor, and you still have nice clothes because Six of Pentacles. You put in the effort. The Six of Pentacles in this case is putting in like a little bit of coin here and there in order to get something that you enjoy, something that you find nice. That's the Six of Cups. So you're like turning rags to riches, basically, in life, in whatever you come across, to make the best out of whatever shitty situation you find yourself in. All right, Aquarius, let's pull more cards and see what else we got for Oracle. Oh, the other thing I saw too, which was kind of a weird thing, was like a kneecap, but like a bent leg. And I'm getting the sense of flexibility is what I was getting, the idea behind what I'm seeing that, and this was all in the very beginning. But also that you guys are being very flexible with the situation that you find yourself in. Your flexibility is kind of key to avoiding the difficulties that you would have been facing, but that you're avoiding by being flexible. Now, let's take a look at the cards we got now. We got Aquarius, and we've got the path forward. So Aquarius is doing things in an unconventional way. So in the example I was saying before, it's not really conventional to bedazzle your clothing, to take, old clothing that looked shitty before and to make it into, or sew it back into something that looks nice, or sew a quilt out of it to make something that looks nice out of it. That's not common. And that's what this is saying, Aquarius. You guys are not doing something common because you guys tend to gravitate towards weird things. That is Aquarius energy, and you guys are Aquarius. And then the path forward is just kind of saying this is typical. This is basically the typical sort of thing that you do, but this week it's just something that you guys are doing extra. On the bottom is the sword, which there is something to be said about. Again, it's a kind of like image. There is something about image here, and turning your image around. Turning the image of your things around. Maybe you're painting your car. You're getting your car detailed and your car looks really nice, but it's actually a shit box, but at least it looks really nice. It smells nice. It has like those little air freshener dangly things on it. So, but although that is kind of conventional though, what you're doing is unconventional, Aquarius. So maybe if this is your car, you're getting a really weird paint job done on it. You know what I mean? And that's how you're covering up how shitty the car is, because you're drawing attention to the cool designs that you're drawing on it that are very unconventional and will certainly draw the eye away from the garbage side of things. All right, now that can be anything. It's not just about a car, and it's not just about, your clothes. Apply that where it applies to your life. But let's see what we get here for advice for you guys. Any advice for Aquarius on their situation? Any advice here? Any advice for Aquarius? Heavy. 2 tens. The 10s are heavy cards because the 10s are typically cards for redos, like having to redo something, doing things over again. And the 10 of Wands is work, and the 10 of Swords is failure, something literally being destroyed. So the advice here is kind of like saying, well, maybe it's more work than it's worth. Maybe you should just throw your clothes away. And I mean, maybe you can't afford new clothes, but bedazzling all your clothes, it's too much work. If you're getting, I don't know, maybe you're getting a matte dip on your car, and that's a pretty expensive, and a kind of an eccentric paint job that you can get for your car, and that isn't worth the work either. On the bottom here, we have Knight of Cups. See, you're too concerned about looking good. That's the problem, Aquarius. You guys are too worried about how you look. Maybe you can just look poor, and nobody's gonna give a shit if you look rich or poor. Because underneath the Knight of Cups, there's strength. it's kind of like strength is saying hold off. Maybe it's a financial thing, and you guys shouldn't be spending this kind of money on, or you shouldn't be spending this kind of time, because again, you guys are turning rags to riches, so you shouldn't be spending this kind of time and effort on something that's so transient. Let's see what else is on top of the deck here. Yeah, 5 of Wands. I mean, whose attention are you trying to get? Look at this. Whose attention are you guys actually trying to get? 5 of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords is totally drawing attention getting. That is getting the attention of somebody, and you are trying to get somebody's attention, but the question is why? And is it worth your effort? It's not. According to the cards, the advice is it's certainly not worth all the effort that you're putting in to turn these rags into riches. Just let the rags be rags, especially if the rags keep you warm. You know, if there's a couple of holes and the rags still keep you warm, I mean, they're functional. That is the advice. I'm just reading the cards. Let's see what we get for Oracle. Anything else here for Aquarius, please? Anything else for Aquarius? Wow. We've got the Door, and again, Aquarius came out. So it's kind of like saying, if you're going to be weird, why not just be fully weird? If you're going to be a weird person who wears a bunch of bedazzled clothing, and people are going to look at you weird because you're wearing bedazzled clothing, even though it's nice, you might as well just be the person who wears rags and people still look at you and think you're weird. Granted, it is a slightly more negative, but it's saying just live up to your weirdness. Live up to your weirdness. Like, fess up to it. And you don't have, and in fact, if you're trying to make yourself look pretty, don't. Go full weird. Go full weird if that's what you're trying to do. That's Aquarius with the Door here. Uranus is also revolutionary. It's something people actually haven't seen before. If you are bedazzling your jewelry, well, bedazzle the shit out of it. You know, make it actually truly unique and weird for it to be really worth your time. It's not worth your time just to look okay. That just isn't worth your time. This is saying what's worth your time is to be really you, is to be who you are. If it's an expression of who you really are, and you're just not trying to cover up something that's ugly to make it pretty, that's cool. Thumbs up for that. And that's what Uranus is in the Torch is saying here. Oh, and the next card actually is kind of interesting. The next card is the Key. The Key is all about confidence. The key is having control, but also because of all the other cards, we're talking about control, self-control and confidence. That comes from being a little bit weird, like full-on weird, like I was saying. The confidence that comes from being full-on weird, not trying to just hide things to make them prettier, but actually turn them into unique expressions of yourself and how you want to express yourself. There is a bit of a difference there. One is worth your time, and then the other one is not worth your time. So that's the advice from the cards, guys. All right, Aquarius, thank you guys for being here. Aquarius, don't forget to like and follow the channel if you want to see more videos. And also check out Patreon if you're interested in seeing more like monthly signs or love readings and stuff. I got all sorts of stuff over there, so go ahead and check that out. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.